Hello and welcome back to our Arctic Research Zoo. What did he name it again? Arctic Research Park. Well, close enough. Where I'm too stupid to build streets. Yeah, that's just like me. How is it not accessible? There. Now it's accessible. Stop complaining. It's because it's like, what, 1 millimeter above ground? People are like, this is inaccessible. It's not inaccessible. You just have to walk upwards. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Anyways. No, we need to get research done. And get reindeer welfare. Which we will do by getting research done. Meaning I'll hire a second vet. For the sake of research. There we go, look. Okay, that's not what I was going for, but we finished another point. Trying to get research done on all the animals to increase their welfare. And obviously also to get all of them pregnant. Yes, that's the plan. You see, we'll need a fair amount of offspring to be able to pay for the animals we need later, because if you look in here, you'll see that, I mean, Timberwolf's okay, but as soon as we get to the tigers and the polar bears... Are there no polar bears? There are no polar bears at the moment. Anyways, they're expensive. So, we'll have to save up for that. Imagine being like, ma'am, I need to explain to you why you need to save money, and then the woman is like, and he's like, you need to pay your medical bills. Then she's like, there are no medical bills. Okay, what are you... I mean, fair enough, if that's how you think it should be placed. You know, like, I should actually move it up further for it to be properly placed, but... Whatever, there we go. Gulpy! I love how there's music playing somewhere. And then, like... Is that Asian style music? No, but... Arctic playlist. Oh! Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's actually really, really cool. There is stuff for this building. I just hired a third guy. Stop acting like you're not here and do your job, third guy. Okay, so let's just speed this up a little. Wait for our research to go up. Education rating is just going to go up as time passes. And we'll get some new animals, because we might as well. Yeah. And I suppose her to have some wolves, and then the next ones we'll get are probably going to be some sort of bear. I don't need help. I mean, maybe I actually do, but you never know, right? So we got normal timber wolves. Those are just grade 2 fences. So yeah, just gonna do the same thing I did over there. You guys already know how I do my fencing. I spend a lot of time streaming lately, so now I like playing non-scenario zoos. So it's like really, really weird to go back to just building with berries on minimum space and not decorating stuff for hours. But well, I'll manage. I won't quite go insane just because of it. Hopefully. You never know. Definitely giving the animals large habitats. Except for the doll sheep who decided that they want to be stuck in this tiny thing. Actually, Bernie decided that they want to be stuck in here, and I can't really change it because there's all the staff buildings in the back. But they're okay with the space, I suppose, so... I love how he framed one education board and all the others he was like, no. Because like there were multiples already placed, I only placed one I believe. For the doll sheep, and he was just like, whatever. Well, then wait for an accessible staff room space. We're in the north. There's not a lot of accessible staff rooms for space. Sorry. You know, Daenerys had to take one for each dragon and now we're out. And you know, if Ghost actually wants his own room too, then slowly but surely we'll actually be out of rooms. Thank God there's no more wolves, right? Oh no, they were cute wolves. They definitely deserved more screen time. But isn't that what everyone ranted about anyways? It was just randomly disappearing during battle because they didn't want to animate them. Or at least that's the impression I was given. Hello and welcome to your new home, wolves. Wolves. Still a big fan of these shelters. Food tray, some bedding, and then all they need is some water, and I think that's it because I don't have any toys for them. Not yet. We will have to research them as well, don't worry. We'll get them a nice home eventually. Well, that's not optimal, is it? The game sets its levels at a certain height. And when you work beyond that height, it's just gonna be like, nope, I can't place it there. So, like, you can't always level it the way you want to. I'm gonna try a few and then we'll see how it works. There we go. Is this water clean? No. Okay. I also don't have electricity here anyways, so like I'll have to do something no matter what I do. Like I have to do some stuff path around the habitat and then squeezing in stuff in the back trick like we always do them. A fun fact, if you're really running out of space, you can also build these things underneath other structures. Not underneath other habitats, but you know, like technically speaking, you could squeeze them in under like a shop or something. I'm not meddling around with that because knowing the pathfinding in the game and the fact that I'll have to build a path through a tunnel, just, yeah, no, cute. Okay, wolfies, you're gonna get some trees to make this place look a little more wolfish. And some flowers because I want to place flowers. I feel sad whenever the game would let me place flowers. That's why there are some species I pretty much avoid because you cannot do anything. When you build their habitats, the habitat will always look boring. Wait, which animal was it again? I believe it started with a P. You know, the one that needs so much space, but you can't put anything into the habitat because for some reason there's just no plants available at all, other than, I believe, mangroves? Oh, well, guess I'll just make a mangrove-based type. No, wait, wasn't an Arctic animal? I don't think I can just put mangroves into that area either. It's gonna look weird. Oh gods, what am I ever supposed to do? Sorry. Just, you know me and my polar bears. And my wolfies. At least they're happy. And we should have more income now that we've got wolves. Hopefully. People pay a lot to see wolves, right? I've got a wolf research center like fairly close to me. I think people pay a lot to see them, so. See, the tickets are underpriced again. Perfect. 10 and 8. There we go. Staff happiness is okay. We don't have marketing, but we don't need marketing. All we need is higher education rating. And I believe literally all we can do for that right now is wait and place more education. Let's talk about the amphibian extinction crisis and climate change. Actually, climate change is a good topic for this too. The bee population decline, yep, that's important too. We've got flowers here. Bee population decline is a big issue. You know, no matter where you are. Who cares about the trees? Save the bees. Actually, if you don't save the bees, you can't save the trees. So it's sort of a 2-in-1 thing, right? You need the bees for the trees, unless you want to manually pollinate flowers. I think they're doing that in some parts of, like, in the US. I think there's literally people manually pollinating certain flowers because they just don't have bees anymore. And there's this whole thing where people drive around with vans with their bees in the back. Like where you have to hire them to come by with their bees to pollinate your flowers and stuff. Who is ill? Why is the game not telling me about that? I know it's telling me about it after I've been charged for it. Campylobacteriosis, well, fair enough. That stuff does spread. Campylobacteriosis and listeriosis. Can you please decide on one? Now we'll have to buy 2 different kinds of antibiotics. Oh, it just tells you advanced diagnosis, advanced treatments, and advanced pharmacology. Fair enough. Oh. I really don't care about that, I just care about finishing my soup, but thank you. Oops. Okay. Let's see how we can get that one up. I mean, reindeer research, you know, it's all just gonna go naturally, just like with the wolves. And I'm just gonna make sure that I always check for any new toys we get. Because most of them can be used for several species. You know, we should just put like, this shelter in all of the buildings. Pew! Wait, how do I... Why is the the South American stuff researched in this? Because funnily enough, they didn't research it is researched. Okay, just doesn't show up. The Ice Palace? No, it doesn't show up. Oh well, whatever. Maybe they specifically locked it out of this one. No Ice Palaces in a zoo about climate change, please. My amounts of litter just means that we need less litter. I was just watching one of those. Was it, I believe, Kitchen Nightmares from Gordon Ramsay? And the lady was like, we don't have enough customers. And he was like, what do you think is wrong? And she was like, we need more customers. You know, I mean, she's not wrong. She's just also not right. Oh goodness, we've got a lot of reindeer. And they're all having offspring. Oh, look at it! It's so small and cute. Yes. Aren't you a small, cute reindeer? They just look so, like, just look at their tail. This makes you want to cuddle them. I'm gonna call all of them. Someone is gonna take care of the cleaning, I'm sure. But how come if I have so much staff that they're not capable of cleaning? 3 habitats. It shouldn't be that hard, certainly. Stop being sick. Campylobacteriosis. It's already being moved, so that's that. How are people doing? It will take too long to get served. There's 10 people waiting. 10 people! Just line up. Can't see the American bison. You're not supposed to see the American bison from the other end of the zoo, lady. Oh, but look at them. Wait, isn't one of you diseased? Shouldn't one of you be taken care of? Ooh, would you look at that? Fancy. High stat animals are good stat animals. Yeah, not much we can do now while waiting for research to finish. I'm also waiting to accumulate conservation credits to get more species in, because we'll need aid. And some of them are going to, like, yeah, some of them are going to be more expensive. I'm gonna grab some Arctic wolves while I'm at it. Maybe proof they're somewhere else. You know, I do always try to make the zoo somewhat realistic in these games. It might not seem that way, but I do generally try. Wait, does the map just end here? Oh, it doesn't. Game just confused me. We have a lot of map, right? Yeah, we do. So like I'm just gonna have a second path going around here for now. And then, you know, we can put another habitat around here maybe? What? You can't find a staff room, that's your problem, not mine. No, just kidding. I'll get you another one. And probably another keeper hut as well. Let's just get rid of this fence for now. Don't get me wrong, the idea of fencing in their buildings is pretty clever because then guests won't have to stare at them as awkwardly, but guests will still stare, they're zoo guests, like they always stare. Not gonna get rid of them just by putting a wall around something. Not how it works. Yeah, this was clearly built by grid, but that's fine. It's very clever to build by grid, but the game is always like, no! No! No, 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 no! Okay. Staff room. Workshop. Research center. And keeper huts. And if you're still complaining after this, I'm gonna hand in a complaint too. Water treatment. And a transformer. Perfect.
You know, I am always amazed by the research work our vets do. They're discovering so much critical information which will really help with breeding reindeer. Puts me to shame anyway. I can't even remember the names of Santa's ones.
Oh, come on, Bernie. You have to sing it, and then you know how it goes. But I only know the German name, so I can't sing it now. All I know is that the red-nosed one is called Rudolph. No, but I really do only know it in German. Which, oh, I don't know, like, I did always watch the movie. Like, when you still had those VHS tapes. Yeah, back then. Back in the days. And my grandma had one. She had a sing-along version too. And whenever it was over, I decided to go to the sing-along version. Even if it was like July, we were watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the sing-along version. Am I giving these wolves too much space? Probably. But that's okay. They're wolves. They need space. Da, 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 da. Just such a nice background music. You know, games like these really thrive if they have good background music. Because you sort of almost need the background music to keep it going, right? Like to keep the general feeling of the game. Has to fit in quite well. I'm just taking a few more wolves, even though like only one of them can get pregnant. It's still gonna look a bit better, I believe. Okay, so all we need to wait for now is the education rating. Yeah, perfect. I popped in another animal, so now it's gonna take longer to get it up again. It's fine, it's fine. We need to have all of those animals at higher research levels at some point, so we might as well start out somewhere. We have way too much space, but that's fine. Species, Arctic wolves. So you can give them a large ball and a snowball. Wait, does that mean my normal wolves can get a large ball and a large snowball too? Yay! Are these only for... No, bisons can use them too. Hey, bisons, here, have a ball. You wanna have a snowball too? I think they're happy. Okay. So all you can need is a food tray and a nice shelter. Let's put that in the back, and then I'm gonna add in some bedding. And then we're gonna build this place. I believe they're tundra and taiga in Northern America, right? Yeah. Pretty easy. Yeah, just as I said, just donate more, lads, you know? Imagine being an actual zoo and having to redo your tickets every few months because people are protesting because you're not charging enough. And you have to redo the whole, like, everything on your tickets. But you know, it's not that bad, but you have to get it registered everywhere that all of a sudden the tickets are supposed to look differently. I went to a irrelevant to tickets, but talking about tickets and prices, I went to the movies with a friend of mine, and I apparently looked like I was a kid because I got the ticket for people under 14. I was 19 at that time, but I didn't say anything. So yeah, apparently good at that. They didn't ask for like an ID or anything, they were just like, you're getting a kid's ticket. You know, I didn't know that I looked that childish. Childlike, I suppose is the better word, isn't it? You dull sheep like these, yeah, but these are also for dull sheep and bisons, I believe. And of course they can use them. Because here we've got so many animals, so we need a relatively large amount of food enrichments, but... yeah, like even then just spamming the same one doesn't help. How are you guys doing? Hey, hey, stop moving! Stop moving! Okay, yeah, they also want another... Is this for dull sheep as well? No. Do you want 2 grazing balls? Fair enough. These lads are gonna complain. Because there's so many of them. Okay. Reindeer, reindeer. I can give you a grazing barrel feeder. I can give you a crab ball. I can give you a snowball. And I can give you another grazing another one of those and a large barrel feeder. That should mostly do the trick. There we go. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait for the education to finish, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope I'll see you again soon.